Howdy mates, good afternoon. How are we all doing? Here's a part 4 film for today. You could say that this is finally my first film that I have ever made in the state of Wisconsin, also known as America's Dairyland. However though, it seems like the state provides more than that. So it turns out that where I was staying, by the Mississippi River on Iowa side, I was like, you know what, since we're already here, let's check out a little bit of Wisconsin. And so far, I am impressed. So, what I was walking by noticeably is a particular understory shrub that I have not seen in quite some time. Can you figure out what it is? If you thought that it was American Bladdernut, you would be correct. I think it's known as Staphylea. Well, I can't remember it right off the top of my head. But anyway, it's an understory shrub. This is a young one based on how smooth the bark is. But what really has it stand out are the seed pods. It has a very unusual shape. It kind of reminds you of looking at a mermaid purse, from marine biology. It has a very similar shape. So these contain the seeds. And they usually just have one seed inside of them. So you figure these will dry up over time. They'll turn brown. And then eventually they'll pop open to disperse their seeds. Now it is said, apparently, Native Americans or indigenous people from this area would use the bark, turn it into a powder, and they would use it as a wash to help with face sores. Now, in terms of whether the seed is edible, that is a questionable notion. As I've always said, as a rule of thumb, if you're never 100% certain, it's probably best to just let it be. Unless if you absolutely know for certain. It's always better safe than sorry. But they're a great native plant to incorporate into your yard. They do act as a flood control, given that they basically form in thickets. And they love water, as you can tell, which I will show you guys, or you may have already noticed, I am right next to a river. Now, is this the Mississippi River? No. As a matter of fact, this is actually the Wisconsin River that will eventually form a confluence, or an intersection, with the Mississippi River itself. Noticeably too, I saw a couple of other native plants to my left here, just along the bluffs. Blue Cohosh right here. Same thing, I believe those are not edible. And I've noticed that there is an abundant supply of false Solomon seal. Or each time my pops would hear the word seal, he would go, "Arr!" I hope this video finds you well, Pops. Hope you're doing well. But yes, these are all common native plants. And they do tend to like the soil that is a bit more, what you call, alkaline. Higher on the pH scale. Because you have to figure, like right there, for example, you've got a slab of limestone. Given that it has calcium, that is known to be a bit more on the alkaline side of things. And so, in essence, limestone really acts like an amazing filter for groundwater. And really though, why should we care that we're right by the Wisconsin River? Well, literally supplies millions of people who live in this area. This is their water supply right here. And so we need water to survive. And so it's a very crucial source for our way of living. So, all right, you guys, have a good one. Take care. And of course, Journey on a Journey is onwards. Take care, folks. Toodle-a-doo.